World leaders gathered in France on Sunday to mark 100 years to the day since the end of World War I. The leaders of France and Germany used the occasion to warn against nationalism. For more on this and other news from around the world, let's turn to our Ro Aram. So Aram, tell us more.
Well, Mark, during the ceremony at the Arc de Triomphe, French President Emmanuel Macron spoke bluntly of the threat from nationalism, calling it a betrayal of moral values. His comments came as US President Donald Trump, who has called himself a nationalist, sat a few meters away.
This vision of France as a generous nation with a vision which carries universal values has been, in those dark times, exactly the opposite of the selfishness of a people which only looks at its own interests. Because patriotism is the exact opposite of nationalism. Nationalism is its betrayal. By pursuing our own interests first, with no regard to others, we erase the very thing that a nation holds most precious, that which gives it life and makes it great, its moral values.
Also in the audience was Russian President Vladimir Putin, who was the last to arrive at the ceremony. Several world leaders held bilateral meetings at Sunday's events. Putin told reporters that he did not meet Trump because they didn't want to interrupt the schedule of the host, which is France. The Russian leader gave a brief thumbs up to Trump upon his arrival. German Chancellor Angela Merkel echoed Macron's sentiment, meanwhile, on nationalism during the Paris Peace Forum, which was held just after the armistice ceremony. She warned that, quote, blinkered nationalism was gaining ground in Europe and elsewhere. President Trump was absent from that event and left for the US shortly after it began.